Let's sew together the layering skirts from Atelier Aida collection. Trace the pattern on the fabric and mark the darts on the back panel. Cut the front and back panel. In the pattern PDF you can find the straps pattern, but here we draw it on the fabric itself. If you prefer to have them longer, you can add in the length. First decide which side seam you want to keep it open as a slit. Overlock or zigzag the other side seam of the front and back panel that you want to sew them later together. It can be right or the left, you can choose. Sew the side seam that remain closed. Then start with the darts on the back panel. Fold the darts in middle, align the lines and pin it at place. Start by sewing from the waist, going a diagonal line all the way to the dart point. Don't backstitch at the end. Cut the thread a bit longer and tie 2 or 3 knots to secure your stitches. Then press the darts toward the center back. Pin the side seam that you want to keep it close together. Make sure good side of the fabric are facing each other. Start pinning the hem and the waistline and then the rest. Sew at 1 cm seam allowance and secure your stitches at the beginning and at the end. Now press the seam open. For a nice and neat finishing on the slit side and the hem, we choose for a rolled hem. On the slit side, we have 1 cm seam allowance. Fold the side slits on both front and back panel by folding them 2 times at 0.5 cm and pin in place. And now press the folds flat. On the hem, we have 2 cm seam allowance. First, fold the hem at 1 cm and pin it. The fold and take the pins out. Fold it one more time and press it. For a nicer finishing on the corner, fold the side slit over the hem. Sew on the wrong side of the fabric and try to stitch at 1 mm distance from the fold. Sew along the slit, come all the way down to the hem, make sure needle stays in the fabric, lift the presser foot up, pivot 90 degrees and sew along the hemline. When you reach the other side of the slit, repeat the same. On the corner where hem meets the side slit, make sure needle stays in the fabric, lift the presser foot up and pivot 90 degrees and stitch the other side of the slit. Now it's time to prepare the straps for the waist finishing. Place the right side of the fabric together and sew at the short side of the strap, only on one side. On the wrong side of the fabric, pin the good side of the strap along the waistline. Start by aligning the side seam with the seam of the strap. Align the raw edge together and pin from one slit side to another one. Then sew at 1 cm seam allowance. Don't forget to backstitch at the beginning and at the end. You will sew from one side of the slit to the other side of the slit. Then press the seam flat. If you are using a thicker fabric, you can trim off the seam allowance of the strap side. Then fold and press the both seam allowance towards the straps. Continue by folding from where the straps are hanging loose. Fold the raw edges 1 cm inside, wrong side facing each other. Fold the raw edge of the straps where it attached to the waistline at 1 cm, wrong side facing each other. And then continue folding the rest of the straps where it is not connected to the waistline. Now fold the straps double and align the folded edges together. Use pin to keep them together. To finish neatly the edge of the straps, fold it at 1 cm and then close the straps. Fold the straps on the waistline of the skirt. Make sure the straps falls 1 mm over your previous stitches. Fold the straps along the waistline and pin it. Start by sewing as close as possible to the folded edge. If the machine has difficulty to transfer the straps at the beginning, use a tweezer to push fabric and help the machine to transfer at the beginning. Sew along the straps at 1 mm distance. Keep the same distance when you reach the waistline of the skirt. Sew all the way to the other side of the strap and backstitch at the end. Make sure the raw edge at the end of the straps folded inward. Press the strap one more time and your skirt is ready to wear.